Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it has been a long time since I've created a video for you, and for that I am sorry, but you'll have to excuse me. I have been trying to scale the wholesale business this year, and I've just been focusing on that. And recently we've hired a new full-time employee, and he's making my life a whole lot easier. So now I can create content for you, which is something that I really enjoy doing. So anyway, with all that aside, in this video today, we're going to be talking about a question that I get a lot. How much time should you spend going through a new distributor, looking at the prices before you determine that they're awful and you should move on and start looking for other options or other wholesalers? This is a really tough question to answer, but I'm going to attempt to in this video, so stay tuned all the way through, because at the end as always, I'm going to give you a gold tip. So let's get right into the video. So first off, when we're looking for distributors, most of the time we start with a brand that we'd like to offer on our Amazon storefront. And from there, we find the distributors that offer this brand. And once we land that distributor, we're just so excited because we think it's going to be the one that's going to make us rich. But we find out once we get the price list that the prices are horrible and there's no way we're going to make money selling whatever brand you are hoping to sell. Most people give up at this point, and that is why a lot of people fail at the wholesale business model. Either that, or people will take the price list they've got and they'll throw it inside of a software like Tactical Arbitrage or Wholesale Inspector, and when they only get one or two listings back showing that those listings are the only profitable ones, they just give up on the distributor altogether. This is a huge mistake that a lot of sellers make, because most listings are actually not going to be found using Wholesale Inspector or Tactical Arbitrage. You actually have to get into the mud and do the digging yourself to find these profitable listings. Now, going through a price list manually is a time-consuming task, and we do have to put a limit on the amount of time we're willing to give up in search of a profitable listing, right? Because we don't want to spend all of our time looking at a price list that's going to yield nothing when we could be looking for other distributors or going through other distributor price lists. So what you want to do is go through brand by brand and make it through about 30 to 40% of the brands. Go search on Amazon.com and look for listings that are profitable, right? If you can't find one that's even close after going through 20, 30, or 40% of the brands on your distributor price list, then I would just scratch that distributor altogether and maybe come back later. One thing that's really important to keep in mind is that although there's a whole lot of work that goes into product research, right? It's going to pay off when you find listings, because once you find great listings, the work's done. All you have to do is reorder, and you can reorder and sell month after month and sometimes year after year and reap the benefit of the time that you spent finding those products. Now, one of my favorite tactics for quickly vetting out new distributors is, once again, going to Amazon.com, searching for one of the brands offered by our new distributor, and trying to find listings where only FBA sellers are winning the buy box. Once we've done this, then we're going to go inside the listing and look at all the FBA sellers who are on the listing and stock their storefront. We're going to try and find a few sellers who are offering the same types of products that are sold by our distributor. And if they are offering these products at a price where we're not even close to being profitable at, then we can assume that these sellers are sourcing from a different distributor. And if we find too many sellers like this, then we're just not going to waste our time going through the distributor that we found, and we're going to vet them out altogether. Now, one mistake that many new sellers make is writing off a distributor too quickly. Just because you can't find products that are profitable right away doesn't mean that the distributor does not have them. In fact, many distributors have deals with specific brands which allow them to sell at a great price. They might not have that deal with all the other brands that they carry, but they do with a few, and those are the few that you're going to be able to sell for a profit. Now, one way you can determine if your distributor has these kinds of deals with a brand is by looking at their specials on their website or on that price list. Also, keep in mind that smaller, less recognizable brands work with fewer distributors. So if you're having a hard time finding profitable products for major brands, try looking at some of the smaller brands offered by your distributor, because you might find that these are great products on Amazon and you have great pricing from your distributor. So now that we've made it to the end of the video, I wanted to thank you for watching this far. Go ahead and smash that like button, and if you haven't, subscribe to my channel. And as I promised, here is the tip, which is actually the best method for quickly going through distributors and doing it thoroughly so you know that you haven't left any stone unturned. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the tools Tactical Arbitrage and Storefront Stalker Pro to perform searches on each one of the brands and our distributors' price list or on the website. Now, you don't have to go through all of the brands, but once again, try and get through 20 to 40% of the brands to be sure that you've done your due diligence with your distributor. So we're going to search for those brands on Amazon, and we're going to download the search results using Storefront Stalker Pro, which is going to give us all the ASINs for all the pages that come up for that brand search. And we're going to throw that into Tactical Arbitrage and run a wholesale search. Now, the beauty of doing this is it's going to return all of the data from those ASINs in an Excel spreadsheet. So we're going to have the sales rank, the number of sellers, whether it's an FBA, FBM, or Amazon winning the buy box, and we can just filter around, sort through things, and just look at this data much easier than picking through Amazon's website, right? So we're going to go and we'll have the data, we'll sort things, the good listings to the top, and we're going to go back to our distributor and see if we can't buy the products for these listings and sell them on these listings at a profit. If we can, then obviously our distributor has some great products for us to buy. But if we go through too many brand searches and we don't find anything that's profitable, then we can pretty quickly determine that the distributor doesn't have good pricing and we should move on. So there you have it. That's the golden tip for you. I strongly recommend using these tools. They do cost money. I believe Storefront Stalker Pro is still a one-time purchase. Last time I looked, it was for $200. And Tactical Arbitrage for the wholesale version of the subscription is $60 a month. So you can find those, link below. No, they're not affiliate links. Maybe eventually I'll do that, but for now, just use them. I use them myself, so I recommend these tools. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment below. And once again, join that Facebook group in the description below, where there's a free getting started course for you there if you're new to the Amazon wholesale business. That's a great resource for you. So anyway, we will see you next time, and thanks again for watching.